Asidanka o nyame nyamia oni ye wo ni ma ya o ye wa ni pa ye shira ni free radi ho asida for ya ese on famanu asidanka o nyame nyamia oni ye wo Asida for yes, Asidanka onyame.
The Asida can say more young coupons and enumerate so another one whom a broker so the domino me. Nas be brace was signed the end a queen Jumason as a man, I be shame of abuse a back of former. Enumerate so I own young coupon, and don't say Sabishuna debut. Because of sense won him born on fan bonning and chaye. Na edwumadi a yebedi no ntimi nhye wo no nyankopon ne den kronkron no enmonyam. Nam saye so amaye nya nhira bebre e wonanim. Onka ya ho sese ne dan nyara onadom ti. Amen. Enwumren so yesu edwumadi bi afa okwan ameno mie no si aye Awurade nyankopon asafo mmarema yebetimi adi dwumadi wo ne kwan so na ahye wo no nyankopon den no enmonyam. Na no broni ato ne den se managing our time or time management. Na yeka say time and management the person ye chire nyina ne se okwan bi a ebefa so a ebehwe ye mre ni yie na ewo Awurade nyankopon dwumadi mu na ahye ono nyankopon enmonyam. So time management as a worker of God, if you are working in the Lord ministry, how will you manage your time so that it will help the ministry of God to be uplifted? Say bitimi abuama onyankopon emre a ode amaye no sanse onyame emre hu hia no sanse se wo hwe onyankopon na de bo mfiti ase kra na ode mre ene ye na ade na bibi biara wo ye bia emre wo se mfiti ase onyankopon bo so ne asase ede edikai wo ye sei ede to so o ye sei ntini nyina ode mre ene ye Sara nso so ne ba Awurade asafo ni mu a Awurade asafo no so no onya bibiara manse enye bibia haphazardly yenye bibiara sakatu basabasa sede na yehunu wo ewiase nsori mu no eni nti so hwe Paul krata o twere koma Korintifo na wo Korintifo ngoma no eti a eye edunum no 1 Corinthians chapter 14 ebra sakasaka ye ba asafo ni mu no Paul twe wona adwen gina so verse 14 say onyankopon edi bibiara na safo no watoto no ewo ne kwanso in order. Eno nti Sara nso so na Awurade asafo no itwase me no mie no bebi biara ayeye no we need to manage our time. We need to supervise our time. So the beya ewom se yesua anase yesum nyame de na emom nam se emra onyankopon de aman betima aye ho adwuma yie na ahye ono onyankopon animunyam. Amenka se minche ono kwase mu se ne ukotena so de ma from 6 to 6 a menuanom anhwe a aso no next time for obi ama anase ye mo appointment se ene bedi anim na be ne be Bible studies na ko gina puppet so na ugina ho cha yese asem kakra bi enye asem bebre ene bema nipa no be san emum kakra biara o bema nipa na ebema adwensa kira ba no eno ho hia eno nti enye se obekasa bebre anasa obefamre bebre no bema da akro nipa na de asakra na adwen emum se obetima manage your time na ye de ama no na ayefe na dwumadi na timasisi so wano sanse se umre na de be ma no so wentimi ani so yi a ebetimi affected the another one ebe ma another one so there will be a problem. Nti etwase ebetimi hu how we can supervise and manage our time very well. And you know, why do we need to manage our time as a Lord worker? I didn't say ye to save time. It was a shame, say, baby, mre bebre, near Timidia Dijmedi, Ibenya mre bebre, near Timidia home, near Timi Enya, who I jumedi for fro, I can't so. Sans ye, ya homea, yen Timi any jumedia, I can't so. And until we need to save time. Now, so you save time, it helps us to reduce stress. And why am I reduce stress? And said, "Baba, sorry, says to says, but now I see a bisham and you were sorry. Now, ya point to say, but such ya ba 7 o'clock, wait, now, casa. Bed, don't she bear back on the family, you know. Nippon will talk as some night be when I soon. As some who did take a cat, but as some a crab in a sunriser. Many are no me who say a bed wiring, ama, yet me a reduce stress. Now, see, reduce stress, a wire my yet me function effectively. Sansanam say, yamre into some crab in the benya crown, as some to me, you more juma. Na a wire be brave. So, we need to manage our time very well. And it also increase the work output. A wire, Emma, you media. It was and I say the name man ke twase ye nya free dwumadi ayi din mu yetimi nya ho sunsan so bebre sans asam esua enti se nipa no wote asam no na say asam nya tintintintin bebre a wote asam na otimi dwen ho yie na ema nsunsan so papa so efiri so eba ye to so bi wa me pesa wo so hwe ne yie na me so hwe ne yie ne say etwase menu mienu dwumadi bia ye di anase ye ma ye ewo asafo ni mu no. We need to control them very well. So yentimian control no a emma time management enye adwuma. Adenti na me stress saade we ye. Erade Yesu Kristo say ni dwumadi a odi ye nyina no wode mre ene yeye. Onyankopon se adebon fitian se wode mre na yeye. Paul nyamon konkon so ka kire say we should redeem our time. Sanse yenhwe ye mre yi. Enunti emra ya ade ehu hia ntisi ye ma omre kakra bi na odidi agro a na wasai adaje pa na dinti a me stress sase me hu ye say we should control or we should have more control when we are given opportunity to lead in order not to waste time. And I say yo mu bebre o ha ye ma adwumadie bi say even Bible reading Bible reading and the no. Sans say amount Bible read Obekin Kain John 3:16. And untinam sub John 3:16 the amount also di kai now she baby ade ne wo. Into ba ya simple your Bible na wo de ba wa biem dada. Wo de wa ya hye ho. Ti wo de beto na anuanom ene your Bible akenkan sam no ye nya free Yohane asempa etimiensa kenkan so ye dunsia. Said the Erade asem esie ni o. So Nyankopon do wiase ne so no aka go. Na we die ya frene so meken ka Bible no. Afa no obegina popet nanim, obebie pra bie sa afa no ko hebe bia jompo wo se. So the person was not self-prepared. He was not able to control when to me and control jumedi no. And at that time no begina ho kwa bie no. Na wafa don hwe ne dey bebre. So we need to control. Secondly, ya fa se beto dwom beye bedi enwumanim onyankopon apa se ne osomfo a obeto obedi enwuma me ato dwom ni. You need to master the sounds where we are going to sing. You better nyum way, ye free beko ha, ye lolo supply better nyum way. Ni nyina wa hye kama. Enti wo begina honom na no. Eno an say ya fa ebia anuanom ye to ye nwom na otwum de dikan no na wo twe dai dikan. One master kama. Enti wo lead ade na otim say nwom na ekoso kama. Eno ntina etomrebu ho ye di program ne ma say na otwe we mu nipa smes na bedi dwumade ewu anim. Enti wo call ye no wakosiesie wo ho aba say wo bedi dwumade ye no. Na obedi anim amayato enyom upeja anyom na afi no begina ho na otwum na di kan kwa afi no behwe stand ai baby ewo say SSS one ahwan afi no bebusa na do for pa out here me so ko basa pa you were not self prepared and you have not controlled the program and you waste time. Ebasa o say emre bebre and nti ehun behia say obetimi a master sa dwumade ni nyina ansa ena waba abedi sa dwumade ni in order not to waste time. Ene adesua to so mi enu a pese me no sa adwendwen ho ne say the process of time management start with the following things. 1. Costing, planning, priority and scheduling and goal setting. Say ye pese ye manage your time no year. Minianum etwa se ye hwe bibi e friend costing our time. Ne ka se costing our time and saying onyankopon se obode ena hodo bebre ne bo osoro ne asase ani muniema nyina ede di kan no onyankopon ammo we was in the beginning God created heaven and earth. So God caused the time. Genesis chapter 1 no, in the beginning God created heaven and earth, meaning God calculated that this time this is what I'm going to do. Second day, oyewe. Second day too, he know what he's going to do. So we don't just capitalize everything together and we do it at once. No. So yama say osomfo ene obedi anim na wa kyerɛkyerɛ yen ana abema yen sermon. You need to cost them, calculate. Sima aduasa na ede ama me. Emunum me de introduction. Midimu aduonu ebeye the body. Midimu enum beye conclusion. So you have notice 5 for this, 5 for introduction, 20 for body, 5 for what? Conclusion. So you have cost them very well. And until we need to cost our time very well. We are to cost them, cost your time. Okay. Yes, be mama sima mendidi nyum nim tano pana bi e beto nyum bia e beto nyum yenu. Okay, ye to nyum yenu wi a mefre e bia prayer obbo mpaye dikai obbo mpaye ne wi a. So you need to do all these things. You cost them. Ne say ye to nyum antini a start ye beto nyum ansa ne ato nyum bebre ne a waste time. No, munye bribi biara ne kwanso in order. Time management. Planning. You need to plan for what you are coming to do. Plan them. How do you plan it? Drawing action plan. Okay, enyom no yebeto stanza 1 kwa. Ebi enyom yebeto stanza 2 kwa. O ebi enyom yebeto stanza 3 kwa. Very nice. Maybe kenkai Bible no. Okay, Bible no mekai. Ebi a mekai first one. Message sibio. Masisi West no the honey amobiate. Nice one. You plan very well. You don't just come and stand there. You to nyum nti nyum no stanzas near 5. You better stanzas 5 ni na wie. There be. You did not manage your time. So you need to plan very, very well. Priority. Making a lot to do, or making a list of what the main purpose, the main thing that you want people to know. Maybe you are a sermonist. We have given you sermonist. You are coming to give sermon. My priority, the main agenda na body no. And say my main agenda body there. I'll make sure I will not spend more time on the introduction, so that what I want people to get at the end of the message, on one Saturday, a bit to me, I can. So you need to make to do a list. Making to do a list is not what we are talking about priority. So it be okay, Sadia, me point 1 ni I. Point I ni I ewa ha. And I say be as a nyom so na me to a. Okay, and you may beto be a him 143. And I bet to him 93 and the back already. So you have list them. Make a list. You have list them after planning. You list. Prioritizing. You have list them. If you wear Yebekwaha, if you wear Yebekwaha, if you wear Yebekwaha. Said the bear a busy so. Then you schedule making a realistic estimates. You schedule them. Schedule them in a way. Oh, she said the bear and you know now what one. And you know basa ebia loss up and you de ye betu nyuma de afro loss up a enye nyuma bia loss up and you betu loss up and you no akofa eni jeda eni da de bia to no sa enye de in the same ye to loss up and you de a na wo jeda edi kan no se nyum no en contentem because ye ni erade e betu nse di ahobrase mu nya fe na nyum no be content na bi. So you schedule best schedule ade no say aha nam de nyum we to okay onua bi say ene ebra asem on ba person ogba su ti ne nyum be na me fa beboa ene gida na beye. You schedule them ene jeda because ene jiaba obi so de ho me erade. So schedule them say the beye adwumadie no betimi akoso na emre no enwesti enso so. Then goal setting. Onyankopon wona de boni nyina no what the onyankopon pers when say opese obo enipa de ni partner asase so the onyankopon botan nyina say obo wiase na oye wiase odi mu niema yedey ebe kan ho. So at the end onyankopon trimu po yedey ebe mu. So what do you want to achieve? You want people to be edified at the end of the word congregation. So if people want to be edified there, then you have to set a goal for yourself that at the end of this congregation, at the end of our worship, I want people to be happy. Sebi omani beji osomne ho na ahye otumfo nyankopon enimonyam. So time management is very, very important. And my dear brethren, we cannot do all these things without setting the target. Matthew chapter number 6 and verse number 33. Mama yehwe osoro ahenie ni mutene ne no kane na de aka ina ho de beka yende yen ho. If we have divided minded, then we cannot manage our time for God work. Yentimi manage your time no san say we have a divided heart, we have a divided mind. So it was said the adwen ye bibia say Bible says obi do eyire ekunu a na ontimi mfata onyankopon. Enti de kan se de akoma nyina ya dwen nyina besi otumfo nyankopon so se ono ne ade ni nyina mu kan na basa na se yedi dwumadie na yebetim adi no ne kwan so yebetim de mre na ye na ede aye adwuma amana ye fe na we nyina betim abamu a enkrofo enan bi edi won hu si ho enya mre ne onyame kasai. 1 Isaac, Genesis chapter 24 verse 63. Isaac meditate with God. So we can do all these things if we allow ourselves, our heart to meditate with God. That God, this is what I'm going to do. Come and pass through me and use me as a vessel for your work. Then you can do and manage your time very well. David also do the same. Psalm 55 verse 17 and Psalm 63 verse 6. David also meditated to God. He spent time with God. That God, this time around, I want you to come and manage my affairs for me so that I can do everything. Without you, I'm nothing. I am like a chaff before you. And say, David, say, our time is not in our hands to do as what we will, but we should let God come and arrange things for us. Then we can manage our time. Jesus too also pray in Mark chapter 1 verse 35 and Luke chapter 6 verse 12 that God to you that only my Father, he spent time. So if we too can spend time then with God in spirit, then God will help us so that we can manage our time well. Managing our time will release stress from our church members. Tomebo ho aitimi kwotena sorry na ebi anketwase ya pon bi anondu na so and I'm seeing to my manager time ye intino near copon dumino. Bu okra no dwumadi bi kodi na ɛsɛe ne dwumadi ɛma ɔno so nyame som no it makes sense yi ne kra me kwa so ye kwa be cha dodo ene me nkɔ ene nipa special be preach o preach pe onya ti wudin se nipa special preach o sen le me kwa asɔre a me che ntime nkɔ na akodi dwumadi bi ho sanse nyame som nyina na yengidie no ɛwɔ soro ɛsaa nti ko ba sa pa obe spend ene ba sa so a ma stress bebreba sanse all work and no play make Jack a dog boy. If I say in yam merenso so, ye tim de con harmony, tim de coy, you may di a hodo, a beboy, am ye timmy, a ye a radio juman a. And until now, the person minimuna a channel say, bet my manager time ni ya, and Emma may know about boss way to save time, to reduce stress, to function effectively, to increase our work output, to have more control over our